Welcome back everybody, SakuraSuccubus 5, and what I'm gonna do for this series right here is I'm gonna try to double upload. You know why? I found out there's a SakuraSuccubus 6, part 6, yes. My goodness. And I'm not gonna lie, I am getting tired going through all of these SakuraSuccubus parts. So I'm sorry to say that. But yeah. Going back to the game, oh yeah, I forgot to smash. Don't everybody, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, like, comment, share it to your friends and loved ones. If you don't, or if you're not new, you know the drill pretty much. Watch this video up to the end, watch some of my other videos. Other than that, let's get to it. Not to worry, Mr. Ogasawara, I would be more than happy to aid you. Before I'm able to do so, Elizabeth appears by my side, a damn towel in hand. Now, where did she pull that from? Out of her butt, I don't know. Elizabeth kneels at my feet, as dutiful as, well, a maid, then begins to rub at my thigh with said towel. Her caress, though unexpected, certainly feels good, although... is it just my imagination, or are her gloved fingers straying perilously close to my crotch? I didn't spill any soup there though. I murmur this in a strangled voice, but Elizabeth pays me no heed. She continues to dab at my pants, her amber eyes focus all the while upon my face. While she... Whoa, I know what you're doing. You're very sussy, huh? While she works, her chest sways in tandem with the repetitive motions of her arm. This evidently places too much strain upon her white blouse, which was already struggling to contain the full half of her chest. Before my very eyes, one of the buttons on Elizabeth's blouse comes undone, thus revealing the valley of her scuffed cleavage. A swallow and abashed feel obliged to turn my head away. I fear if I weren't making a conscious effort not to stare, my vision would be sucked in by Elizabeth's hypnotic chest. She looks incredibly attractive. I have to wonder whether she's not doing this on purpose. Is she trying to seduce me? If so, she's doing an embarrassingly good job. I had no idea eating dinner in the royal palace would prove to be so very stimulating. That's it? Just a tease? What the hell? Alright. With dinner finished, I decided to retreat to my bedroom to spend the rest of the evening relaxing. That was my plan at least, but Marina, Hazel, and Hifumi decided to invite themselves into my chamber for a talk. Not that I really mind. My room is more than large enough to accommodate all three of them, and we've not had much of a chance to speak since arriving in Astoria. Hifumi has been too busy playing endless games of Karta with Stephania, while Hazel has been practicing for her upcoming tournament, and Marina has a whole slew of business meetings to attend. Tonight, however, the three of them have some time off to finally kick back and relax. They're so relaxed, in fact, they've taken to appearing in their succubus forms, all skin-tight outfits and bat-like wings. I guess it must be stifling, having to wear their human disguises as they wander the palace. Showing up to the dining room with horns and tails would doubtless cause a huge scandal. During their daily lives, my succubus companions have to keep their real selves a secret. It is only when they're around each other, or I think with a wry smile when they're with me, that they can be true to themselves. Sorry, I had to crack my neck. I can't help but sympathize with them. At least I would. Your bed's so soft, Hiroki. This is the best. I could roll around on it all day. If Hazel didn't seem to be having the time of her life. She dove into my bed at the exact moment she entered my room, and she's been rolling about like an overexcited puppy for a good couple of minutes. You'd think her wings would get in the way, but apparently not. I'm kind of impressed actually that she's not gotten them trapped. Marina, alas, does not look at all amused. She's frowning and said her arms folded. Must you act so immature? You are embarrassing yourself. I thought you were supposed to be an adult. Now, Marina. Hifumi places a hand upon Marina's shoulder. Let Hazel have her fun. I can hardly fault her for being excited given our luxurious surroundings. I feel a bit like a giddy schoolgirl myself if I'm being quite honest. I've filmed a lot of television dramas in old castles, but I've never stayed in a European palace before. There, you see. Hazel sits up, then stabs a finger in Hifumi's direction. You get me, how can I not be excited given how crazy cool everything is? I feel just like a real member of the nobility. You might feel like it, but you certainly aren't acting like it. Marina sighs. Good grief! It is a good thing nobody's around to witness her shameful behavior, other than us, else I fear you would be rejected from the palace forthwith. If anybody was around to see us, they'd freak out. Normal humans aren't supposed to have wings and tails. I suppose you have a point. I always do. I'm not a total idiot. Now that is up for debate. Marina shakes her head. I think you spoiled Hazel too much, Hifumi. You need to be hard on her. It's the only way she'll learn. I can't say I enjoy all her back chat. She's only doing it because she's excited. Let her have some fun. Is that not why we came here? You might have come here to goof off, but I did not. I have many meetings to attend to. It's all quite tedious. That's your problem, Marina. You work too much. You gotta learn to cut loose every once in a while. Speaking of, Hazel's eyes sparkle. Why don't we call a maid over and order some alcohol? I'm in the mood for some fancy bubbly, and I can't get enough of all these cute maids calling me my lady. I'm in paradise. Should you really be drinking, Hazel, when you've a tennis tournament to compete in? That doesn't sound like the best idea. Hiroki's right. Do you not have to wake up early in the morning so you can practice? Boo. Hazel pouts. You're not wrong, but geez, I guess I'll get smashed after I've won. Are you that assured in your victory? Marina presses her lips together. Having confidence is a good thing, but you must be careful it does not cross over into arrogance. Remember, pride comes before a fall. Now you're starting to sound kind of motherly, just like Hifumi. Are you worried about me, Marina? I worry about you often. You invite it. What with your silly behavior? I fear I can't keep my eye off of you. At least, lest you'll cause all sorts of trouble. Hey now, you're an all-star. Hazel pouts. I don't think I'm quite that bad. I do have some common sense, like I said, and to prove it, I'll forego drinking. I know it ain't good for me, no matter how much fun it might be. I'm wondering though, Hazel smiles coyly, could we get a maid over here anyway? I'm kinda in the mood to ogle some pretty girls, and that Elizabeth is particularly adorbs. The mention of Elizabeth's name makes me wince. She's been on my mind ever since dinner, though I've tried unsuccessfully to put her from my mind. I'm more than a few doubts about her. Dear? Hifumi, perceptive as always, looks at me concernedly. Are you alright? I'm fine. Don't worry, I was just thinking, Don't you think Elizabeth was getting a bit too intimately acquainted with me earlier? You mean when she was wiping your thigh? I nod. I didn't bring it up, I didn't want to make a scene, but her hand was perilously close to my, well, I clear my throat. It was a bit embarrassing. You mean she was getting frisky with you under the table? Hazel pouts. That's like no fair. I want to have some fun with Lizzie too. She's too cute not to. That's not the issue here, dummy. I grab a pillow from the bed, then hurl it in Hazel's direction. This is a futile gesture, of course, given how easily Hazel's able to catch it. Succubi have better instincts than most ordinary humans, but it does a decent job at communicating my displeasure. I'm worried she's coming on to me. Wouldn't you be jealous? Jealous? Hifumi ponders, one hand beneath her chin. Would they be jealous, actually? That's a good question. I do not think I would be. No, I already knew before I pursued this relationship with you that you were intimate with other women. There's no reason for me to be jealous, not when you have always been upfront on this matter. I agree, as a succubus myself, I do not get jealous as most other women do. If you wish to indulge in a relationship with Elizabeth, you may. Though I'm beginning to wonder now whether you will have much of a say in the matter. Now that sounds ominous, I'm not sure if I like that. Dubiously, I look at Marina and say, what do you mean? That is only an assumption upon my part. I knew it, fam. Clearly, every girl that they introduce is either a really hot chick or a hot babe that's a succubus. This is only an assumption upon my part, but Marina rearranges herself upon the edge of my bed, one long leg folded across the other, then speaks anew. From the moment I laid eyes upon Elizabeth, I sense a certain kinship, if you will, with her. Something about her scent feels awfully familiar. Have you felt it too, Hifumi, Hazel? Now that you mention it, there is something oddly— Wait, she was staring at us, like hypnotized, a daze. Only succubi or succubus will be affected by our scent or charming powers, I don't know. Okay, going back to the game. Now that you mention it, there is something oddly familiar about the way she comports herself. I do not believe we have ever met, but I feel as though I understand her regardless. Same here. I feel like if I wanted, we could become really good friends or something, I don't know. I get along well with most people except Marina, so he didn't pay me much heed. What do you think this means, Marina? This is all conjecture. This is all conjecture on my part. Conjecture on my part. I've yet to see any proof, but Marina frowns. I would not be at all surprised if that Elizabeth woman was another succubus like the rest of us. Really? I stare at Marina, my eyes wide. How sure are you about that? Not very at the moment, but if that were the case, I would not be surprised. We succubi are everywhere after all. It would explain at the very least why she seems to be so attached to you. Your scent is, as I believe I have explained before, irresistible to succubi such as us. Perhaps you ought to be careful, darling Hiroki. Marina titters. If you let your guard down, that woman might just consume you. Well, ain't that reassuring, huh? The next morning, what? I groan and soon find myself roused from my slumber by slivers of wan, washed-out sunshine which filters in through the gaps in the curtains. Yawning, I stretch myself into wakefulness, then sit up. The bed in my luxurious chamber is so soft and plush, I'm struck with the desire to lie back beneath the covers and indulge in slumber, but that'd be a waste of the day. Since I'm in Astoria, I might as well go and see some of the sights. I don't want to spend another day cooped up inside the palace. I'm interested in checking out Rosenberg streets, and to do that, I first need to get out of bed. I rise after a bit of internal deliberation and stretch again. Alright, Jotaro, I'm sorry. Stretching helps a lot with the body, trust me. Do a little bit of squats, maybe 10, 20, 30 a day. If you can't, maybe do like 5, then build up to like 50. Push-ups, maybe 10. Don't force yourself. The moment you force yourself, it gets harder, trust me. Maybe push 1. Like if your limit is 5 or 10, push it to 1. Then every other day, not continuous if you can't really do it. What else? Do planks, I guess. Just a minute or 2. You're not going for the world record of like a couple of hours here or something. Because in the long run, it will help. Trust me. Stretches, a little bit of exercise, jogging. Your cardio is important. Do an hour jog. If you can't do it, do 20 minutes or 30-minute jog throughout the day to complete that 1 hour. Alright, going back to the game. Me and, my rambles, I guess. Another yawn forces its way from my throat, this one deep enough to induce tears, which bead in the corner of my eyes. This is no good. I might have spent a night in the lap of luxury, but I still feel weary. Maybe it's residual jet lag. There is quite the time difference between Astoria and Japan, and though I spent most of yesterday relaxing, I've not had much time to myself. Adjusting. Oh, sorry, I bumped the mic. Let me just adjust that. It's gonna be weird sounds. Alright, that should be it. Okay, good. Yeah! Usually it takes a couple of days to adjust to another country, not gonna lie. Especially if there's jet lag or a huge time dilation? No, time difference between the, your country and the country you're visiting. Yeah. Alright, my bed is looking awfully tempting right about now. But no, I can't give in to its soft, blankety temptations. I must be the bigger man. Pull yourself together, Hiroki. You're supposed to be an adult. It's time you started acting like it. Since I feel so tired, I figured the best way to invigorate me would be to have a nice warm bath. My plans settled, I make my way over to the bathroom, my bare feet pad against the tiles, which feel comfortingly cool against my skin. I draw up a bath, then pour a liberal amount of scented oil and lavender foam into the water. If I don't come out of this bath smelling like a florist, I'll be disappointed. I've used a crap load of fancy products. Way more than I usually have a chance. This is one fancy kitchen. What the hell? Bathroom. Yeah, look at that. They got even a tub and everything. As much as I like bathing, I'm not a big on all this scented oil stuff. There's something a little emasculating about it. Still, there's no shame in treating myself, and all these products are right there for me to use. Wouldn't it be rude almost if I didn't help myself? With this thought in mind, I strip off my clothes and lower myself into the tub. Ah, yeah, that's nice. I sigh, relieved the moment the water pools around me. The bath is deep enough that I'm subsumed all the way up to my waist, my legs disappearing from view beneath a mound of bubbles. The water is hot, but not hot enough to be scalding. In a word, it's just right. The relaxing scent of floral oils fills the air, tickling my nostrils. Though I use a lot of product, it's not at all overwhelming. I'm not in the habit of ranking all the baths I've ever taken. I am a normal human being after all. Despite my decidedly abnormal love life, I have better things to do with my time. But if I was, this one would definitely be up there. It feels like I'm submerged in luxury, quite literally. My cruddy apartment in Tokyo with the tatami floors and the toilet that doesn't always flush will be harder to endure after getting used to all the perks of living in a genuine palace. I guess, or genuine. Either way, I guess I should try and make the most of it while I can. I guess you should, Hiroki. I lean back in the tub, utterly content. When I'm ending this episode right here. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, like, comment, and share. If you're not, you know the drill. Thanks for watching. Watch my other videos. Good luck. Stay safe. Bye.